Hi class, let's take a look at example 3. So example 3, it's actually not separable, but on the good news, it's actually linear. So let me just rewrite it, and it's already in standard form. So in this case, this is linear with the values of p of x equal to the values of 2x. Q of x, in this case, it happens to be 5x. And that's pretty much all we need. So what I'm going to do first is basically get the integrating factor. So the integrating factor, the notation that we're using is the mu of x. So in this case, our mu of x, so mu of x is equal to e to the actual integral of p of x dx. And this is e to the integral of technically 2x dx, which is equal to e to the, 2 times the integral of x dx. And this is equal to e to 2x squared over 2, or e to the x squared. And there's technically a constant, but we technically just ignore it since we don't have initial conditions on that to find the actual solution. That is actually fine. Now the next portion that we need to find is basically the integral of q of x and e to the p of x. So I'm just going to rewrite it as the integral of q of x and e to the integral of p of x dx. So that is actually this portion here. And then we can just put it all together and we'll basically multiply it out. So the integral of q of x e to the p of x, it's actually going to be equivalent to, we're looking at a 2x. We already did e to the p of x, so that ended up being an e to the x squared. And technically this is the integral with respect to x. So we could do a simple u substitution. So wait, give me just a second. Q of x is 5. So this is supposed to be a 5. Sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let u equal to x squared. Du is equal to 2x dx. And then du over 2x is equal to dx. So you can rewrite the integral as technically 5 integral of x e to the u, and then du over the 2x. So our x's cancel. And we're left with this one being 5 integral of e to the u du, or 5 halves e to the u du. And this is the one that we typically put the c. So this will be 5 halves e to the x squared plus c. Okay, so the actual solution or in this case the general solution it's gonna be y is equal to, and I'm just rewriting it in this format. So we're gonna need the integrating factor. This is the mu of x that we calculated, but with a negative x. So we're gonna rewrite it as mu, it was e to the x squared, so e to the negative x squared times, actually let me write the formula, the whole formula. So this one had a e to the negative integral of p of x dx, times the integral of q of x e to the integral of p of x dx, and this is dx. It looks like a mess. Actually, let me just continue here so that it fits. So this is equal to e to the negative x squared times the actual 5/2 e to the x squared plus c. And then we're just going to distribute the e to the, or the integrating factor of e to the mu of x. And this is going to give us, well, technically 5/2. The e's cancel. So this is just 5/2 plus e to the negative x squared times c. And I'm just going to let k equal to e to the negative x squared c. So in this case, we can rewrite our solution as y is equal to simple 5/2 plus the values of k. And we're just saying where k is equal to e to the negative x squared times c. So in this case, we couldn't actually separate the variables, and the only way to find a general solution is by applying those formulas. It looks kind of messy, but the main idea is to somehow organize it, obtain the p's, the q's, and the mu, and then fit it into the proper form. In this case, this monster is the proper form. And that's going to give us at least a solution.